I'm not exactly a Christmas cracker. I'm more of a seasonal slacker. I come off like a less green Grinch.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Noème, and today I'm recording my first ever video on perfume, which is actually one of my favorite hobbies. Is just smelling perfume, buying perfume, reading about perfume, and watching on YouTube a bunch of perfume videos and reviews. So for me, it's always been like something I've always wanted to do, was to have my own little channel where I can kind of just share my thoughts and opinion about all the samples that I'm always sampling throughout the year. So I hope you guys enjoy this first video, which is going to be a first impression on some of the most popular perfumes at the moment, and we can kind of go through it together. And tell me in the description down below if there's any kind of video that you guys would love to see. And that's it for now, so enjoy. So the first perfume I have here, it's called Fire at Will, and this is by Jovoy, if I'm not mistaken. So I do have my phone beside me, and I will be telling you guys the notes and a bit of the scent profile of each perfume. Let's spray it first. I'm so excited. I've heard so many good things about this. So let's go. Okay, yeah. Ooh, this is really nice. Oh, this is really nice. Okay, first impression, it definitely gives me cooking vanilla essence. If you're familiar with Indult Tihota, this is definitely a lighter, less sticky version of that from the first impression I'm getting right now. Oh, this is really delicious. Top note of vanilla, mimosa, middle notes brown sugar, vanilla, and base note musk, amber, and vetiver. I'm definitely getting the musk, but the musk is not overwhelming whatsoever. It is definitely a vanilla scent. The brown sugar, it's there, but I would say it's not as intense as the Kayali Vanilla 28. This one is definitely more brown sugar focused, where I feel like Fire at Will is definitely more of a dessert cooking vanilla essence. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I'm gonna spray this on my wrist because I want to get a real depiction of how this would smell on me. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit down for a little bit, macerate on the skin, and I'm gonna be spraying next Liquide Imaginaire. This one I've seen everywhere, and I've been so excited to finally try it because it sounds so delicious, and I've been looking for a milky, really soothing winter fragrance, and I hope that this will be it. And this one I'm not gonna spray it on one of the piece of paper. I'm gonna spray it straight onto my skin because I really want to have a skin first impression. Ooh, I can already smell it. I can already smell it. Okay. Okay. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm getting cherry. I'm getting cherry in this fragrance right now. It is definitely lactonic, creamy cherry. I'm getting creamy lactonic cherry. This is, it's hard to tell. Like, I'm liking it, but I can't say that it's a lot at first sniff. Okay, let's read the notes. We have graines d'ambrette, accord de lait, sorry, milk accord. Notes, middle notes, we have jasmine, we have tuberose, incense, and at the base note we have tonka beans, cacao, and musk vanilla. This is an interesting fragrance. It's definitely leans more feminine than masculine, but I could still see a guy wear this. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's really hard to describe. It's nice, it's soothing. If you like tea scents, but you kind of love gourmand, this would be a really nice alternative because it's not tea-like, but it gives the same feeling of a warm cup of tea. It's giving me, if I have to give it like a little bit of a background story, it gives me, you're heating up some milk and there's a bit of like floral petals in the milk. Somebody's burning a bit of incense, but not like the kind of churchy incense, but just a really nice woodsy, almost aromatic incense in the background. And then you finish it up by putting a nice dollop of clotted milk or even whipped cream. This is extremely comforting. Ooh, okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'll have to wear it more to give my final thoughts, but this is a really good one. It's a nice contender. Everything is smelling. Okay, so for the next scent, let's go with, I have here Welton London L'amour absolu. This one was intriguing to me because I think I've never heard of that brand before, and it just sounds delicious. Okay. Almost choked myself out with this one. Okay. This one I can already tell this is a beast. This is a projection beast. Because this went down my throat with just 2 little sprays. Okay. This is definitely unisex. A unisex fragrance. There's something about it I don't like. Let's read the notes. We have prune, coffee, and cinnamon. The middle note we have rum, cashmerean, et mousse de chêne. I'm not sure I know what that is. And the base note we have tonka, amber, musk, santal, and vanilla. Okay. This is reminding me of Vanille Havane. I don't know if you know this perfume. I'll insert the picture somewhere here, but it reminds me of Vanille Havane, and I think it's the rum. The rum is definitely a prominent note at the moment. It's definitely sexy. It's a sexy scent. But as of right now, I would love to smell this on a man more than I would want to smell this on myself, if I'm being honest. It is a bit gourmand, but I wouldn't say it's a straight gourmand. Like, there's a lot of gourmand notes here, like cinnamon. It's giving me a holiday boozy cocktail, like a manly holiday cocktail that, you know, a man would be sipping like around in a cigar room. This is what it's giving me. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. I will have to wear this, but just being familiar with this scent profile, I know I won't really enjoy this on myself. But it's a nice one. This is a nice one if you're like a guy and you're looking for a really sexy, holiday-ish fragrance that's boozy, aromatic, leans a bit gourmand. This is definitely a good contender right there. Okay, I like this. Okay, so keeping in the same family, this is Baicha or Baicha or Baicha from the same house, Welton London. And this one, I don't know if I'm gonna like, honestly, because it's a floral and I do not like florals usually. I am still looking for my perfect floral, which if you have any suggestions for me, because I love really dark and sultry perfumes. Oh, okay, let me stop talking. Oh, okay. No. Okay, sorry. I take too long to really get the fragrance in, but I just really want to make sure I'm going through the phases. Okay, first blast was extremely fruity, an extremely fruity scent. Then there's a white floral there. I know it's a white floral because every time I smell white florals, I get that same, I won't say soapy, but it's like a vintagey smell that I just do not like. I really do not like. But it's nice, it's fruity, it's light and airy, it's extremely feminine. Like, it's really feminine. If I had to give this one a story, this would be a really well put together woman that's wearing a nice white, kind of puffy at the bottom, small dress. It's summery, it's nice, you know, she's sun-kissed, she's smiling a lot, she's like living, she has a joie de vivre. That's what it's giving me. It's really girly, really feminine, but without being childish. So let's look at the notes so like I know exactly what I'm smelling here. Okay, top notes we have bergamot, which I definitely smell the bergamot, raspberry, pink pepper, and bitter orange. I'm not getting the pink pepper. There's a bit of a depth to this fragrance, so maybe this is why I'm getting a bit of a spiciness, but it's not the spiciness from, like, example Keali and diamond pink pepper. It's not that kind of pepper at all. It's definitely a background scent if I'm even getting it at all. At the heart we have tea, Moroccan rose absolute, sambac jasmine. Okay, this is why I do not like rose usually in fragrance. Rose and jasmine are a really hard one for me. And at the base we have orris oil, we have musk, we have tonka bean, and we have white cedar. So it's definitely one of the prettiest florals I've smelled in a while. I think the last one I've smelled was Keali Deja Vu, I think, white floral, if that's the name. And I like that one, but the florals were like too much florals for me, which obviously that's the title of the name, but because from the reviews people were saying it was a bit more gourmand. If you don't like flowers, this is definitely the way to go, but for me it was still too much flowers. And this one has a nice balance of the flower and the fruity notes, which makes it a bit more, you know, interesting, but it's still too much flower for me. I'll have to test it, but I don't think I'm liking it right now. Okay, and that was a Baicha from House Welton London perfumes. Okay, next we have another popular one that I think I've waited maybe a year to finally test it, and it's the House of BDK, and it's Velvet Tonka. This one I'm really excited about because people have been raving about this perfume for the longest time on YouTube. Okay. Oh, okay, this is a strong one. Okay, first burst is definitely cherry-like to me. Cherry liqueur. Yes, there's a bit of Play-Doh. I don't think it's a lot for me. It's a bit boozy too, surprisingly. And I think that's because of the cherry note I'm getting. It's powdery, but not as powdery as I expected from all the reviews. But it's definitely extremely sweet. It's a sweet fragrance, it's nice. It's sweet. If you like cherries, almondy scent, this is definitely a good one, but for me it leans almost too Play-Doh-like for my liking. You know what, it reminds me a lot of their actual other perfume. I think it's the cherry one. They kind of smell really similar. Okay, I see why people would like this. It's nice, it's sweet, it's kind of nutty, but it's strong. Oh, this is like down my throat now. I feel like I'm tasting it. Okay, this is a pass for me, but it is a nice scent if that's the scent profile that you like. If you like tonka, if you like cherries, if you like kind of a liquor, Play-Doh-y, plasticky, not plastic like a fake synthetic smell, but plasticky like a lipsticky kind of scent. This is what it's giving me, and those are not my scent profile. But it's not bad, it's not bad. Okay, that was Velvet Tonka. So for our last perfume, we have Abysse from the house of Noème. And this one was actually, I've never heard of this house before, and I wanted to try it out. So let's go. Okay. Already from the first impression, this is not gonna be my kind of fragrance at all. This is, for the first thought in my mind right now, it's like it's a cold perfume. Because I've smelled so much warm perfume that are leaving kind of gourmand. This seems colder to me. Definitely extremely aromatic. For me, it's unisex, but leaning more towards male, like masculine. Yes, this is like, yeah. This I would not see on a woman ideally. But, you know, I feel like a lot of women are out there like just wearing fragrances that just mesh so well with their chemistry that you would never be able to tell if it's a masculine scent or a feminine scent sometimes. So, but for me right now, the notes I'm getting are definitely more masculine leaning. Definitely a colder scent. Extremely aromatic. It's really nice, it's really beautifully blended, but it's just not my kind of perfume. So let's look at the notes so I know what exactly I'm smelling. So they're saying right now that it's an oriental fruity perfume. I would have never guessed, to be honest. I would have never guessed this was fruity. So top notes we have Havana, nutmeg, and salty accord. Okay, yes. You see the salty accord, I think that's what's giving me the coldness, because it reminds me a bit of, what's the name of the house again? I have it right here, guys. Jovoy, wood sage, and sea salt. They have nothing. They're not alike in terms of like the scent, but the saltiness of that fragrance is reminiscent here. So let's see, the Havana, I'm not really sure what that is. I'll probably insert a picture so that we can all see what it is, but I'm not getting the nutmeg really. It's definitely aromatic, so maybe that's where I'm getting that like aromatic feel to it. Middle notes we have hawthorn and cedar. Yes, it's definitely like woodsy and moist. I hate that word, but that's the best way to describe it. It's like a woodsy, moist type of wood that I'm getting. I know I'm making it sound disgusting, but it's not in a disgusting way. It's like in a really refined way. Like if you could get an oak mossy tree that's kind of damp from maybe being by the sea, this is what you would get, is this scent right there. And the base notes are musk, patchouli, and sandalwood. Okay, yeah, I guess the patchouli. Patchouli, okay, so far today I've told you guys, rose, patchouli, and jasmine are notes that are extremely hard for me to like in perfumes. Like I have a few perfumes that do have patchouli. Actually, one of my favorite is Meleg, and it's called Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli. And this is the only fragrance I've found where the patchouli was almost like addicting to me. And I think it's because it was mixed with the chocolate. I love this one so much. Okay, going back to, I'm definitely not getting fruity from this whatsoever. This is, for me, it is more of almost a fougère aromatic fragrance. This is what it's giving me. I can't really say that there's any fruit that comes at the top of my head, or it's even giving me a fruity vibe. But you know what? I'm not the perfumer, so Okay, this is a pass for me. I would never wear this. And honestly, I don't even think I would like Noème to smell like this either. Okay, so these were all my first impression. I'm just gonna go really fast through them just to kind of see the final dry down, to see which one I really want to kind of test out on my skin. But right now with Belle Bête Imaginaire, the dry down it's sweet. Again, it's still a bit lactonic, it's still milky, definitely more musky than anything else. It's nice, it's hard to explain, but it's cozy, it's nice. It's definitely, right now, I need to try it to know for sure. But it's nice, I like it. Fire at Will, it's a really good vanilla. Like right now it's darker, now it's became darker, now I'm really getting the brown sugar. Like it smells literally like a vanilla that you would use for dessert. Like it smells like the top of a crème brûlée, but it doesn't give me the custardiness of the famous perfume. Oh, what is it again? It's like everywhere. I'm gonna insert it right here because I want this perfume. It smells amazing, but that perfume is definitely more custardy. This is giving me the top of the crème brûlée. It's not giving me the custard side of it. It's just giving me the top, the brown sugar that's been like flambé with like a vanilla bean. Oh, this is nice. This I can see myself wearing. It's really nice. It's a straightforward vanilla, to be honest. It's nothing amazing, but it's really just beautifully done. Velvet Tonka, again, too powdery for me, too Play-Doh-y. It's nice, but it's not something I would feel almost claustrophobic wearing this. But it's a nice scent. I see why people like it. I see why people like it. It's really nice. Abysse again. This this was just a wild card. Nothing about it makes it smell the way I thought it was gonna smell. But it's a nice scent. It's not my style. L'amour absolu. Again, not my scent profile. It's nice, but it's not for me. Baicha, our floral of the day. Let's see how it's smelling like. Sorry. I think the dry down is worse. It's definitely worse than the opening in the middle, because the flowers now have really set and settled, and I truly do not enjoy those kind of white flowers. I don't really enjoy florals in general, so yeah, this is a no for me. This is a no. And that was it for all the first impression. Well, this was a roller coaster. I'm really happy. I love trying new fragrance. I'm always buying samples because I'm not good at bulk buying. I don't have the money for that, so I'd rather just buy the samples I can, smell the perfume, wear it out for like a few days, and then if I really feel like I'm still seeking for that scent, then I will purchase it. But usually it's like I go through a pretty solid testing phase before I buy any perfume. As you can see, my collection is really small. It takes me a lot to want to buy a full-size bottle of anything. So if I do buy it, it's because I really enjoy it. And yeah, so thank you so much for sticking around until the end, and until my next video. Bye.
That's too much time for me to be acting sweet.